A couple of weeks ago, we made a video about the best places for long-term stays worldwide. After that video, a viewer wrote to us to ask if we could make another video about places to go in sweater weather season.
So today we're going to give you some ideas and our top picks for sweater weather destinations.
We're John and Bev, and we are the Retirement Travelers.
Before we start, we have a newsletter and a website with blogs for many of these places. We will post links to the relevant topics below so that you can read more.
First up on the list is a place that some of you might be interested in booking today, and that is Malta. We've been there twice, once on a cruise and once for Christmas. Because we were creating a travel guide for the Christmas market and festivities, we tried to do everything Christmas related, and it was so much fun. Our blog has all of the details for a great Christmas visit, including the best places to see the Christmas light displays, where to get the children's pantomime tickets, and information about our Michelin star dining experience. So check out the link below for a detailed guide to a great Christmas in Malta. Like we said last time, doing hokey or quirky things has become one of our favorite things to do as we travel, and we've included all of them on our travel guide. We saw Christmas light displays, attended that children's pantomime that has become a Christmas tradition in Valletta, and attended the Christmas market where we ice skated and rode rides like the Ferris wheel. We even attended midnight mass to sing Christmas carols and hear a young child tell the Christmas story in what is called the preaching of the child. All of this occurred while the weather was chilly, but perfect for Christmas activities. Malta is a small island nation located south of Sicily in the Mediterranean Sea. If you've been there on a cruise stop, you need to return because you barely scratched the surface of the fun, especially during the season of joy.
We spent over a month in Cape Town this year and fell in love with it. The mild and cool temperatures can't be beaten from April to June or September to November. There are so many things to do here. Where do we start? The first and most obvious and most prominent is a scenic cable car ride to the top of Table Mountain. From here you can get panoramic views of the city, the coastline, and surrounding mountains. It's one of our favorite views, and we will never forget how beautiful the sky was that day. We visited our favorite outdoor market in the world, Oranjezic City Farm Market in Cape Town. It's hands down the cutest market, and the food and crafts can't be beaten. One of our favorite days was spent with two of our viewers, Candace and Wally. They took us on a scenic drive to Chapman's Peak, one of the most scenic coastal routes in the world. Along the way, we stopped to take pictures of rugged cliffs and the ocean below. Our day was finished by visiting a wine farm where we ate lunch and walked the vineyards. The wine was delicious, but the company was the best.
Next on the list is the Faroe Islands, a popular destination on upscale cruises, but it can also be managed as an independent travel location like we did. We spent 10 days here in late August, and it was cool and windy. Other than the middle of the winter, the entire spring to fall is sweater weather, with temperatures ranging from 40 to 60 degrees. It never gets hot on these islands, and the weather can change on a dime. So we recommend not only a sweater, but also a rain jacket and puffer. Of all the places in the world we love the most, it's here because of the opportunity to hike and enjoy a different way of life. The Faroes are located north of Scotland, southeast of Iceland, and west of Norway. Because of the location, the wind blows a lot here, but it's hardly noticeable when surrounded by one of the most beautiful landscapes in the world. The houses have grass roofs, the villages are quaint and charming, and the seafood is incredible. There are sheep everywhere, and the farmland is rolling and massive. The island has astonishing rock cliffs and waterfalls that take your breath away. It's a hidden gem waiting to be explored.
If you're wondering where we are as we travel, we're on Instagram and we keep it updated with our current locations. We're also on Facebook. Next on the list is more an event than a place, because when you say Cherry Blossom Festival, people around the world think of different areas. But the truth is that cherry trees bloom during sweater weather season, and that's in the spring, creating a breathtaking sight. Now there's 7 locations that are best known for their cherry blossoms, and they also have very nice festivals. The most famous of these is Kyoto, Japan, but Seoul, South Korea, Paris, France, Stockholm, Sweden, Vancouver, Canada, Washington, D.C., and Sydney, Australia all have beautiful blooms. The first on the list is Kyoto in Paris, which can bloom in late March to early April. Vancouver and Seoul are right behind in early April. D.C. is in mid to late April. Stockholm is from mid-April to early May, and Sydney is from late September to early October. Of all these locations, we've only seen the blooms in DC, but we're heading to Japan and South Korea in the spring, hoping to catch a glimpse of this beautiful event and enjoy the festivals.
Ireland is next on our list, and visiting when it is not sweater weather is almost impossible. From spring through fall, you must keep your jacket close by as you traverse this Emerald Isle. We visited in the summer, and the weather was perfect. We enjoyed riding the trains, and while driving the narrow roads was challenging, we got out of Dublin for a journey we'll never forget. We also visited Northern Ireland, and while it's a little chillier, it's fabulous. We recommend taking advantage of the train route from Dublin to Belfast and renting a car once you arrive. Of everything we did in Ireland, the foodie stop in Bushmills, where we ate what we deemed the world's best grilled cheese sandwiches, was our favorite. It was so good that it truly was the highlight of our visit. Nothing beats a cool day in Ireland like a gooey grilled cheese served up by gracious women in a quaint little shop on a quaint little road in a quaint little village.
One of our favorite experiences on our Northern European leg of travel last year was taking the iconic Flam Railroad in Norway. We took this in late August, which turned out to be cool and rainy. Actually, Norway offers sweater weather along with a raincoat from spring to fall. Bergen is one of the rainiest locations in Europe, but don't let that stop you, because the climate lends itself to the luscious green trees and keeps the waterfalls flowing. All of this contributed to our fantastic adventure on the train and our leisurely ride through the fjords by ferry. Norway offers endless hiking opportunities and a huge variety of excursions. The train system is top-notch, and the towns are completely charming. The art scene is vibrant, and the Bergen International Festival in the spring is a great stop. In the fall, food festivals celebrating Norwegian cuisine are on the menu. We had a great experience in Norway, and rain or shine, it's a must visit for any world traveler.
The Netherlands is one of our favorite countries in the world. We've visited it a half dozen times. While we've been there in the winter, the best time to visit is mid-April to mid-October. The weather is cool and the country is outstanding in so many ways. One of my all-time favorite experiences is visiting the Keukenhof Gardens to see the tulips bloom. It is a glorious thing to witness. The timing of the blooms can be tricky since they don't bloom the same date every year, but I've learned that the third week in April has a good chance of success. I've been in the first week of May and the blooms were mostly gone. So pick well and bring a jacket, because tulip blooms love the cool air. One of the best things about visiting the Netherlands, in my opinion, is the artwork. And what a great way to get out of the cold air than to wander the halls of the many museums that feature Dutch masters like Vermeer and the Impressionist Van Gogh. If you've followed us for long, you probably remember our whisper boat on the canals near Heathorn. This was a cool weather experience, and we even had a little snow. We got lost and had a grand adventure, and we laughed all day. So check out that video. It's one of our favorites.
While summer can reach in the 80s, spring and fall are great times to visit Ljubljana, Slovenia. This European country is located northeast of Italy. It is truly one of our favorite places, and if you ask me, I might just tell you it's my favorite place in the whole world. The capital of Slovenia comes alive in the spring as the mild temperatures make it perfect for strolling along the Ljubljana River. outdoor cafes lined with cobbled streets offering stunning views of the medieval Ljubljana castle perched atop the hill. Our other favorite activity in Slovenia is making a trip to Lake Bled. This is a charming sight, a beautiful blue lake where a church is perched in the middle of an island. You will want to rent a rowboat because there are no motorboats on this lake, and row yourself to the island in the middle. If you want a special treat, arrive at the church before noon so you can ascend the bell tower as the bells ring out, making for an unforgettable experience. You can also easily hike around the lake, stopping to eat as you go. We can't think of a better travel destination when the air is crisp and spring or fall is in the air.
One of our best travel experiences happened in Sydney, Australia, when our YouTube friends, the Flying Finnies, took us into the Sydney Harbour for a sail. We love swimming at Bondi Beach and exploring the city. If you're looking for a visit during the cool or shoulder season, you should shoot from May to September. During this time, the highs are around 70 and the lows are around 50. This is the coldest Sydney gets. 2 festivals occur during this time: Vivid Sydney, which celebrates its vibrant culture, and the Sydney Film Festival, which showcases international and Australian films, including documentaries, shorts, and features. But one of the most popular things to do during the winter months is whale watching. This is prime time to book an excursion to see the humpback whales migrating north. It's an unforgettable experience.
Next on the list is Vienna, and the best and most beautiful time to visit is in the fall. The weather is crisp and the vineyards surrounding the town's hillsides are golden. Now, we had the most incredible experience participating in wine tastings at the local Hazigen, which are small rustic wine taverns sprinkled throughout the hillsides. The wine, the atmosphere, and the views were all unforgettable. You can even hop on the cute little red Vienna Hazigen Express if you don't want to walk. The other advantage of visiting in the fall is that the apples are ripe and you can visit Café Fraunhuber, the oldest coffee house in Vienna, where Mozart and Beethoven personally performed. Now, while surrounded by gracious hospitality, you can indulge in not only smart discourse, but also traditional Viennese apple strudel, fresh from the farm and prepared by talented chefs. With so much to do, Vienna will not disappoint for a cool weather stop.
We hope our recommendations give you some ideas when planning your travels next year. We'll see you next time.
Be sure to hit subscribe and follow along on our retirement journey around the world.